of the people was wondering what this was. So I was wondering too when Mr. Luca, he approached me and he told me about encrypting currency. I wasn't familiar with it, but I learned so quickly because the concept is very easy. How Bitcoin works. When somebody tries to buy something, there is several ways how to buy, right? There is money, there is credit cards, there is credit, and there is encrypting currency. So what we are working with is electronic wallet. So to give you a simple example, in the credit cards, there is no actual money involved, but it's all digital currency, and they transfer digital currency to another currency, and you go to the bank and you take that currency into cash. So Bitcoin works 100% the same. It's all electronic, but you can change it in other things, intangible things, or cash. What it is? It's very simple answer. It's electronic currency or electronic cash. So it's not physical cash, but it's everything is electronic. It goes through computers, it goes to mobiles, everything that has to do with electronic, you can use the currency. Bitcoin, the advantage of Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is universal. You can use it in any other currency. It can be transferred to any currency, and the advantage of it, there is no currency exchange in it. Bitcoin, what is doing is that it's removing the middleman. So when you transfer from a bank to another bank, there is the middle bank, so they can charge fees. And Bitcoin, or encrypting currency, what it is they eliminated all the fees, and there is saving for the people who's using the currency, and there is the advantage of quicker and faster exchange. So instead of you pay $20 or more for the transactions, you will pay a fraction of a percentage, and you will have more earns in the pocket. So the users, they will benefit more, and they save a lot more. Currencies like US dollar and pounds, the English pounds, they don't see much value in Bitcoin because all the other markets, they trade mostly with US dollars, and so when people don't gain, when people are going to lose, they have the tendency to say something against what the new concept is. So a lot of people are negative, but the rest of the world that is gaining is approaching Bitcoin with or encrypting currency with a lot of happiness. Here we have some people that they embraced encrypting currency because their currency wasn't that much strong, and they was using most of it American dollars. So Argentina, Venezuela, and Mexico, they are one of the three countries that they use encrypting currency a lot because they have no the banks, they have no trust there, or they have no credit cards. So the utilities that they use, they embraced Bitcoin and the other currency to use for their trading. So because it's cheaper, Bitcoin is accepting a lot of shops and a lot of companies they start to accept the currency, and they accept as well credit cards, but Bitcoin is going to be past the credit cards because the transaction fees are very cheaper. So Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin with any currency, and this is make it more easy for people to get in touch with Bitcoin and using Bitcoin. And you know, it's like the currency. Bitcoin will fluctuate day to day, depend the popularity. So, like the stock market, when the Bitcoin or the other currency they have more demand, the price go up. If there is less demand for the certain coin, there is the coin will go down in price. There is several Bitcoin exchange centers where you can buy Bitcoins, and you can do it even online. And the more exchange that they open, the more popularity is going to be. And in the future, we can see them in every corner, because a lot of people, even the banks today, they are thinking to start doing their own cryptocurrency. So that will show you where the world is going. The more popular how to use encrypting currency is when you shop online, and even when you exchange online, because it's faster, it's quicker, and it's more easy and convenient. It's non-traceable, and that will make a lot of people spend more, because they have rest of mind that what they're spending is not traceable. So, what's the difference between electronic currencies or electronic postal service instead of the normal? The postal service is very slow and costly. Against the electronic post, it's instant and free. So that's why all the people, even the government offices, they are going for electronically, because it's instant, it's fast, it's safer, and it's free. With telecommunication, again, before we used to use wire lines, circuits to use for network, for voice, and electronic signal and transmitting. Today, we are using everything electronically, or VoIP system like Skype and other electronic waves, and again, it's free. So we are cutting the cost, and what it is faster, and it's more efficient for everyone. The financial is no difference. If you compare the financial, it's slow. If you want to make a transaction, you have to go to the bank, you have to pay a fee. It's take a couple of days, sometimes get lost. And with the encrypting currency, it's free and it's instant. In seconds, you will have your money or your digit coins in your back office in a split of a second. So it's make it more convenience. So how people are using Bitcoin? How we can use encrypting currency, right? And what's in there like Bitcoin for us? A lot of people, they're using PayPal, they're using Moneta, they're using Pesa or Swift, and these are everything electronically, right? These are e-wallets that a person can pay instantly with a fraction of a second. It's more convenient, and the charges are very low. So a lot of people are shifting from credit cards and from normal money to using these services because it's a convenience for us and it's cheaper. Now, when you go and buy something, how complicated is this? If you have a mobile or a smartphone or iPad or for everything electronic, you can go and actually, if a shop have a Bitcoin service, you can go and buy anything. You just need to scan a barcode, and instantly the owner of the shop get paid, and you have the goods. So it's very simple, it's very fast, and it's very safe. You just need to enter the amount of money, so you don't need to spend the whole coin if you want to buy something. You can buy something for a fraction of a coin, and it will happen automatically. There is a lot of programs today that are using and scanning the barcodes, and it's very, very simple to use everywhere. So here it will tell you how does it work, right? How actually Bitcoin works. Bitcoin is everything is on a computer, and every day is getting better and faster. So to make it fast, because we have to go to the presentation, people think that you have to mine and you have to dig and how you bit mining. They don't understand the concept. All it is mining. If you go and mine for gold, you have to go and dig, and when you find the bar, the gold bar, you can exchange it for money. With Bitcoin is the same, but everything is made by computers. So what it is that there are very powerful processors that they dig for the codes, for the Bitcoin code, and when they find the full code, it will create a coin. So the more people mines, the more codes you will find. So the more processors that we have searching for the coins, we will create more Bitcoins faster. So what it is, you have a processor, and the processor then goes to service, which is mining, and the result is the coin. The same as the gold. There is the mountain, there is the gold bars, and then the result is when you can go exchange them to money. So the code is very, very the digital very quickly. When Bitcoin was born, the creator decided to only make 21 million Bitcoin, release in the currency, which they're still mining for it, and eventually they will have an end. But what will happen? The price of the coin will go just up. There is no inflation with Bitcoin, and that will make it more stronger, more compatible compared to government print. Because when the government needs more money, we just print more money, and there is inflation. With Bitcoin, there is more system, it's more stable. So in the future, we're going to have more stable currency than actual money. So Bitcoin started very, very low and reached max top position of 1,300 per coin. It stabilized to around 250, 300 mark. But when you have a stable currency, right, that's where people start to use it now, because it's good to go up, but when the currency is stable, that's when you realize that it's being used regularly. Well, here there is an example of PayPal. When we go and to buy something, we just send an email to PayPal. PayPal buys for us. With Bitcoin, we don't have to go to any middleman. We just pay directly, and that makes the shopping more easy for us and more convenient again. We save a lot of money. Like with PayPal, they make a lot of charges. With the bank, the same. With Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency, there is minimum of charges. Here there is an example that like Kenya, they use a lot of M-Pesa. M-Pesa is electronic, so it makes it very convenient for people or countries like Kenya to have encrypting currency in the system instead of sending money. Here is giving you lectures about how people use the USA against China, Brazil, and what it is that a lot of banks now they're using it less people, and the encrypting currency they're using it more because it's more convenient. Like we said, like India, Pakistan, Nigeria, people like this that they before used to use Western Unions. Now they're using encrypting currency and make it more easy. Well, is it safe? Of course it is, because it's the encrypting currency. They make it hard for hackers. It's very hard to predict, and even if you try to get the coin to break the code, it will take you eternity, and it's not convenient. It's very safe. Well taught even in CNN, always getting safer, and they always try to make it more safer because they know that they have the currency for the future, and for sure. People sometimes say it's illegal, but if you have something to lose, right? We are not going to make everyone happy. So the people that are going to be happy is the one that they're using it. The banks are not happy. The people that at the moment they are in the middle, so they're making money from transactions from banks. They're not happy. But in life, you can't make everyone happy. But legal, everyone is making it legal because they know that they can stop encrypting currency. So they have to go and be legal worldwide, because that's where we are going to head. Even if they try to stop it, you can stop it now. Remember, Bitcoin is like electronic cash. So Bitcoin, there is no difference than credit cards. All is the difference that it's safer, it's quicker, and it's cheaper. So again, here is give you an example. If you buy a cup of coffee, right? You go and you buy $2 for a cup of coffee. But they is not necessarily when you're finding the person again, right? You can't trace the people who bought that cup of coffee. With Bitcoin is the same. You can trace the person who made the purchase. So it's safer and it's confidential. So Bitcoin, to conclude, it's like any other currency. It's only the difference is electronic. It's faster and it's cheaper. And a lot of countries, they are adapting to this coin because it makes their life easier. So now we understand a little bit about the currency, right? So what's the opportunity for us? And here we come for the next opportunity. Coinspace. So Coinspace, they saw and they grabbed the opportunity, and they saw that Bitcoin is a good concept. What they did is, when we started, we used to barter, and we used to exchange things for things, and then we went to gold and silver, and then in the Roman times they print the coins and the money. Everyone was skeptic when they went and they made the banknotes, and slowly we was getting more modern, and we introduced the credit cards. And a lot of people, they said the credit card will never work. Plastic. I'm not going to use plastic. I want money. But now today, 98% of the people, they don't make transactions without credit card. And then nobody would suspect that in 1990s we are going to be on online payments, and that make it more even commodity, because you can pay the bills from home, and people start using online payment. And then recently, when they introduced the mobile phone, people was skeptic that the mobile phone is not going to work. But the future has learned that people are making things easier and better, especially with payments. And now that we have electronic payments, all the system is going electronic. So as we spoke before, it's faster, it's easier, and it's cheaper. So everyone is turning, even the government is turning everything electronically. So now that we have a little bit of knowledge about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is very simple, right? It was an experimental coin. It started 2009, and it started a fraction of a cent. There was only 2 cents per coins. In fact, a lot of people that was given the coin for free, just to get use of the coin. But what happened is that in 2011, it reached about $35, and that's where a lot of people started putting the eyes on Bitcoin. But what happened in 2013 surprised everyone. Bitcoin went over $1,200, and a lot of people started to invest. But what happened is that a lot of people that they was at the beginning of Bitcoin, and they was collecting the coin, they turned to be millionaires from day to day, right? And to give you an example, there was a man that he was hungry, and he went and bought 2 pizzas and 2 Cokes, and he paid 10,000 Bitcoins. The same coins 2 years after was worth $2.8 million. And here we have another example that a person bought with $27 of Bitcoin, and he forgot that he had those coins, and he ended up buying an apartment of nearly $1 million. So Bitcoin can change. Bitcoin changed a lot of lives, and if Bitcoin did, all the other currency, if they work properly, they can do the same. And our concept is that we copy the good of other currencies, but we are going to make it better by supporting it with members. So we have a product and a service. How does it work? As we explained, mining is that we have supercomputers, and we are just mining for coins. So the company at the moment is mining for coins, and as a result, we are having the product, which is the coins. We mine for several coins at the moment, And what the advantage for us? How we're gonna benefit from this? So the company came up with the idea to make cloud mining. And what it is, cloud mining, is that they do all the hard work for us, and we just have to be part of the process. So they said, okay, it's very hard to buy the processors, it's very hard to make the setup, it's very hard for the electricity. So what we're gonna give them? How we're gonna make it for everyone to cloud mining? So they said, we're going to allow them to make 1-year contract with us. They will get instant profit because you can sell what you will produce. There is no electricity cost, there is no hardware setup, there is no maintenance, mining and training several cryptocurrency. So they are mining other currency for us, and that will make it more convenient. And we are the owner of that supercomputer for 365 days, which while you're sleeping, the company is doing all the hard work for us. So more users, there is more. If we have more users, we have more security, we have more stability, and the value of the growth will go up. So to explain it in very simple words is this. We just need to buy a package, and the package will give us 365 days contract with the company to mine. The result is the coins. So if you want to sell your results now, the company made it possible that you can sell the result and you still earning 50% profit on your investment. So if you invest 300 euros, you're going to end up with 450 euros at the end of the 365 days, right? But the company wants to work with us. It doesn't want us to buy a computer and take the profits and go, right? All the company wants is to create a community and create value for the coin. So the company said, if you work with us and you mine the coin, we are just waiting for 50,000 members to launch the coin. If you stick with us until we launch the coin, we're going to double the profit and or more. So what does it mean? So at the moment, there is a fixed price of 50 cents. When the launch is going to happen, there is a guaranteed price of €1 plus, because the coin can go up and up the more people are choosing. So what packages can we buy, and what are the benefits of these packages? Well, there is the company made it for everybody to can jump. There is a minimum mine that starts with 300 euros, and that will give you 2.4 coins per day, and we go up to 12,000 euros, which that gives you 100 coins per day. But what's the benefits of having this coin or investing in this mine? It's very easy. When we invest, right, we're going to have a minimum mine. We will have to invest a return monthly income. But the monthly income is worth of coins. So when you buy in the small package, you will have a return of 36.5 worth of coins if you sell them before the launch. If you keep the coins and you hold them until the launch, that will double them itself, or it goes up. So you are having like money in the bank with much higher interest rates, and what we are doing is we are saving the money and we're creating a community. Besides that, the company said, listen, if you work with us and you refer people, we're going to pay you for that. And this time, we're going to pay you cash. So you will have cash until you're saving the coins. And do you think that if you find a bank and you put $100 in this bank, and at the end of the term, you will have $200, Do you think that you go and refer someone, say, listen, I just found a bank that gives me double of my investment? And that's what we do. We do it every day. Like, if you go and see a cinema, and the movie you like it, and you just go, you say, oh, I went to see Transformers, and it was great. I refer you to go and see it. It's fun. Or if you go and take a pizza somewhere, man, I just got a nice pizza. I suggest you to go and try it. And that's what we do. We don't try to sell nothing. We don't try to convince people. It's we refer people because if it's convenience for us to make money, it's convenient for them, and the company is giving us commission just for refer people in this concept. If you know how it works, multi-level market. Multi-level market is a very simple concept. People refer to other people, but a lot of people, they make it complicated. And this company had said, listen, we are going to make a very simple system, because when the simple system works, it works because it's simple. And it's like McDonald's. McDonald's works with people 16 years or 17 years old. Because they have experience? No, because the system is very simple to do. And if you follow the system, it's very simple to duplicate. And when you duplicate, it's where you reap the rewards. So binary system is very simple. It's you have people on your left, you have people on your right. So if in this business you just introduce two people, that's all you're gonna do. They will duplicate yourself, and if they duplicate yourself, the power of compound effect, you will end up with a lot of members in your downline that you are first learning how to use the coin. Second, you are building a community, and third, it's important because the more members you have, and the more members the company have, you are going to put a value for your coin, so your investment will go up automatically. So binary commission, the company made it very generous. So they said, listen, we are going to sell the package. So we are going to give you X amount of coins every day. But with the coins, we're going to give you points. And the points means money. So the company took 12% of their profit, and they're going to throw it back to the investors, right? So when you buy a package, there is points involved. So you're going to have people on your left and people on your right. Buying package, referring to people, buying packages. So the points start to accumulate, right? And let's say you have here, there is an example of 6,000 points on the right and 4,000 points on the left. The company, every 7 days, will get the amount of points and give you 50% of those points. And every point means €1, right? So for this example, the company will give you 2,000 euros for that week. And the following week, the more points you make, you will get accordingly to the points you make. There is no obligation to do work, but trust me, when you start seeing the money flowing, coming in, you won't sleep to start make this happen. The company, again, is very generous and said, listen, if people stay 365 days with us, right, and they made profit, even those people who come and doesn't do nothing, you know, some people that they come in your business and do nothing, right? They're gonna buy another package. So what's happened when they buy another package, when they renew, or even before they renew, they buy another package? So the company said, listen, if you have 100 people on your left, 100 people on your right, or whatever, and they generate now when they renew 40,000 points, or they generate 400,000 points. The company is using the same concept and give half of the weaker leg in earnings. So you can have a bonus next year and of $10,000 or 10,000 euros or 20,000 euros or 40,000 euros. The more work that you work now is going to be profit for you in the next 365 days, and that's powerful. Matching bonuses. Matching bonuses is another generosity from the company, right? The company says, listen, you can try the service, you can try to invest with us. The first two packages are for the people who wants to just try, dip toes their fingers, and so there are bronze. This is very wise because the higher you go, now you understand me when I show you the qualifications, because the higher to go, if you want to go big in the ranks, if you want to go professional in the company, you need to reach certain levels, right? And this is wise because the company divided this by 3. So when you start reaching certain positions, you need to buy more packages. The more packages you buy, the you are helping the team to create more points. When you create more points, there is more money. But the company said, listen, if you want to go professionally, we're going to reward you by having 10% of your first, second, and third generation, right? So the higher you go and the higher you invest with the company, the more profit you make. For those people who doesn't know what generation is, if I introduce Mr. Luca, Luca is my first generation. If Luca invests another person, that other person is my second generation. And if that person introduces the third person, that is my third generation for me. So when you start having a lot of people in your downline, it's more important that you go higher in the packages because the more matching bonus will make. So what matching bonus is? Let's say I introduce Luca in the team, right? And he is a go-getter. And he go and start making $10,000 a week in commission. The company will say, okay, you introduce Luca and the team, so we're going to give you 10% of whatever Luca is earning. So if Luca's making $10,000, we will give you an extra $1,000 for your effort, for your appreciation that you invited Luca and the team. And that's powerful. The company said, let's give an incentive to the members that join. So they are giving 20% for direct commission, whoever you involve. So in 45 days, you can bring your investment back or more. I have people that joined, and in the 45 days, they doubled or tripled their investment, and they invested more. So this is a very good incentive. Commissions. It's the commissions are. I can't explain what the commissions are because I was working for other network marketing, and trust me, I never saw a generous commissions like this company. This company in 3 months had literally changed my life upside down. And I am a business person. I own a pizza shop. I work hard. I work 80, 100 hours a week. And now every time that I go to the pizza shop, I feel my stomach hurting me because I don't want to be there because I know that there is more easiest way to create income. And it's not just income. It's I am earning with this company in a week more than I earn in the pizza shop in a month. So if you take this series, the commissions are so fantastic that I can't stop appreciate my appreciation to the company. How the commission are made? There is a minimum in the back office of 35 euros. There is 25% mandatory. Why? And this is another wise thing, because if you earn 4,000 euros, you have to invest 25%, which is 1,000 euros back to the company, and that will tell you that the company wants to stay a long time in here, and we have a long journey with this company, not just a quick buck and run. Payments to the company is making all its effort. We can pay already with e-wallet, we can pay with credit card, and we can pay with bank transfer. The company is making, it's working hard to make it easiest for us regarding payments. Not just payments to the company, but even payments to us. And I appreciate this company because it's really worked hard and try to make the right thing by its members. Qualifications. Qualifications is, I hope that you are sitting down, because this was what blows me away. And man, it's achievable. I tell you my story, and everyone, if I can do it and I work 100 hours in my pizza shop, everyone can do it. There is no excuse that no one can do it. So, as we said, if you refer one on your left, one on your right, they will duplicate yourself. So when you start duplicating yourself, and the company said if you make 6,000 points, you'll be a coordinator. In a coordinator, they throw away a silver coin and they put 300 coins. And by the way, the coins, it's more it make it more interesting, because a lot of people, they don't realize the power of the coins. Here, if a coin is $1, the company is throwing 300 euros. But what if the coin goes $100? What if the coin goes to $100? What even if it goes $10? This is extra money that you will, it will make a difference in your life in the future. The company said, okay, you are coordinator now, you can make up to 1,000 euros per day. How does it work? I want to make it clear, because some people, they think that if you reach coordinator, the company is going to start throwing 1,000 euros a day in your bank account. It doesn't work like that. The 1,000 euro, you can make it every day from the binary when you introduce people on the left and then the right. So the maximum that you can make it at coordinator is 1,000 euros per day. The second position is team leader. You just need an active member. What is an active member? An active member is that you have a member that have one person on the left and one person on the right with the package, right? You need 12,000 points in the left and 12,000 points on the right. Now you can make up to 2,000 per day. The company will throw an iPad mini and throw again 600 coins in your e-wallet held. I did this in 2-3 weeks, and man, I was so delighted, because it's not because of the position, it's because of the story that you create. The faster you create a story, the more it's going to be easy to build your business. Supervisor. Supervisor, I love this position. I just reached supervisor 2-3 weeks ago. It didn't take me long. It took me 2.5 months. You just need 2 active members, 36,000 points on the left, 36,000 points on the right. The company says now in this position you can make up to 3,000 euros per day. They threw an iPhone, a car. Yes, you hear me right, a car for 6 months, and 1,800 coins in your back office. The car is not just a car. The car is going to drive you and drive your business faster, because people will say, hey, how did you buy a BMW? Right? No, I didn't buy a BMW. The company gave me one. How? You can have one too, and you can express the business with them. The next position is executive director. It's more points in the system. You just need 2 coordinators. Now you can make up to 5,000 euros per day. The company will throw a MacBook to you. Will change the car to a better car, Series 3 or 4, and the coins, you can see the coins going higher, and that's what I really concentrate on, the coins, because the coins is what's going to make difference in your life and in our lives. The next position is diamond. Here, when you start deciding that you take this serious and full-time, a lot of people, they go full-time in this position. All you need is, again, team leader and 1 supervisor in your team. You need 300,000 points in the left and 300,000 points on the right. By the way, when I say you reach this position, you already made 150,000 euros in binary commission. So you're already starting to be well off, right? Now the company is throwing us up to 8,000 a day. They give you a luxury trip. They gave us a Rolex watch, a better car now for 12 months, and more coins. But if you see, because some people ask why they give you a car for 6 months, because the company doesn't want you to stop where you are. The company will give you more incentive that you work for the other position. The company wants you to go on the top. The company wants you to make money. And that's why they give you an incentive. And what happens if you don't reach the position? It's very simple. You just have to give the key back to the company. The next position, I'm going to wrap up because they're going to start shortly the Slovenian webinar. The next position is Blue Diamond. You can make up to 10,000. You need more points. They give you better cars and leisure trips and the coins. The next position is Black Diamond. You can make up to 15,000 per day. Royal Diamond, you can make up to 20,000. Crown Diamond, you can make up to 25,000. Crown Ambassador is the top of the tops. You can make up to 40,000 a day, and the company offers luxury goods to us. Whirlpool, if you have you made it to the top, then you just help other people to do the same, and you will benefit from the Whirlpool and the 2% or 1% for the company. And that's the presentation. But before I close, I would like to say something. The coins, right? Just imagine this. If you have 100,000 coins until the pre-launch, if the coin go just $50 or $60, which is very, very, very achievable, right? You have changed your life and your family life and your family tree forever, because the coins that now that you have, now you turn those coins in $5 and $6 million, and this is what I try to put in the people's mind: the powerful of the coins, how important it is to achieve and accumulate coins, because if we create vision, if we create belief, if we create value for the company, that's what is going to take us to the next level. And the next level is a bright future. It's a nice lifestyle that everyone deserves and everyone will have. We can change the world. The world at the moment is in a very, very deep trouble. But we can help individuals like you to achieve and change your world. And that's all for me. I will hand it back to Mr. Luca, and thank you for the webinar.
Thank you, Mr. Noel. I think you did great. I'm gonna conclude fast because we have another webinar in Slovene language. I would just like to encourage everybody to invite your new prospects again next week. We're gonna have these weekly webinars in English, Slovene, and also coming German language every week, Tuesday and Thursday. We're gonna notify you over your emails through the newsletter. I would just like to point out that we have some new changes being made for all the countries cooperating with us outside SEPA region. There is a new provider of debit cards being introduced to you, so you will finally get your debit cards to the areas outside of SEPA region by the end of this month. Uh, then we are renewing our back office, so the whole look and the feel of it will be really different. I think it's gonna look more modern, more bug free. And then the last thing is the new page that is coming up, and it's also gonna be finished in some 40 days. So let's say that in the month of October, you're gonna see the whole new face of the company. So I'm gonna thank you again, and hope to see you next week in even bigger numbers. Thank you, Mr. Noel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Luca.